Well, Maestro, we've got a highly anticipated CEW debut about to take place here as the big cannoli himself graces us with his presence. I'm talking about Rosario Grillo.
Oh, you got votes ain't know what real talent looks like. 15-minute time limit in my ass.
Mamma mia! The crowd is not feeling Mr. What's his name?
Rosario Grillo, the big cannoli.
Mr. Grillo.
Well, you know, it was Pat Roach who's had his issues as of late with young Mighty Joe. And Pat Roach calling in some favors here.
Indeed.
From Mr. Grillo, coming in here to see if he can handle young Mighty Joe.
The behemoth that is young Mighty Joe.
Well, here he comes, the wild man from Savannah, the young savage. Or as they call him here in Savannah, the Savannimal.
The Savannimal almost went after referee Clark Deebadidididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididididid
from the young Savage.
That chain is awesome. I love it.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's used to keep him leashed up. The fact that he got unleashed might spell disaster here for the debuting Rosario Grillo.
The big cannoli.
As you see our official, Clark De Benedetto, trying to get this collar off of, oh, there you go, trying to get the collar off of the Savannah. Young Mighty Joe.
Joe is a boy raised by gorillas instead of wolves in the jungle. You know, he will eat your breakfast and he'll eat you. A super impressive outing versus Pat Roach that we just saw. Unbelievable fight.
Actually, I heard you earlier backstage asking Joe, do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
And I felt like I was gonna die.
Yeah, you got to be careful around this guy.
In the jungle.
Very unusual with his movements, with his animal-like tendencies. Look at him just hopping around the ring here. I don't know if Rosario Grillo realized what he got himself into here.
Yeah, Big Cannoli's probably used to wrestling actual wrestlers. You know, they might engage in a leg lock or possibly a sleeper hold. But Joe is just going to try to bite your nose off of your face and eat it.
We saw the video a couple of weeks ago posted on the social media pages there for CEW, and it was the phone call that Grillo took. Oh, look at that, the leaves right to the face of Grillo, courtesy of young Mighty Joe.
Tries to alleviate him.
Going for a shot there. Joe ducks a clothesline. And now looking for a choke.
There he is.
Rear naked choke, now up on the back. He's trying to choke out Grillo.
I think he was trying to take the lice off of his head.
And now Grillo is done playing around with a stiff kick right to the gut. And now going to send young Mighty Joe across the ring, perhaps.
Oh, switching it around.
A counter there by young Mighty Joe. Goes for the
he
trip.
got him.
And he connects with the trip, and he takes Grillo right down on his face. Oh!
Nice headbutt.
Vicious headbutt there from the young Savage. And now another one in the corner on Grillo.
There's something especially brutal about beating a man with your own skull.
How about this? Looking for a cannonball perhaps, but he gets caught. No, a head scissors. Takes down Grillo once again.
Flipped him butt over tea kettle.
And young Mighty Joe with a vicious chop there to Grillo. Gonna charge in once again. Perhaps looking for a monkey flip. And he connects. Oh, and Grillo landed hard right on the tailbone.
Big Cannoli looking a little small compared to this wild animal. One,
and it's in. 2 count.
Cannoli's he's got to come up with a new strategy because he's facing a literal wild animal.
Again, when he took that phone call from Pat Roach, I really don't think Roach did a good job of explaining just what Rosario Grillo was going to get into here.
Crown Jewels knows what he's doing.
And now this abdominal stretch.
Oh, hitting him in the floating ribs.
Young Mighty Joe now just beating on the chest, but finally a rake to the eyes and a hip toss from Grillo to young Mighty Joe. Grillo trying to recover after the abdominal stretch there. Now just laying in the boots right at the spine and now across the neck, across that middle rope on Young Mighty Joe.
Big Cannoli finally got the opening he was looking for. Now he's got to maximize the efforts towards violence to tame this wild animal, this Savannah.
So sternum first there goes Young Mighty Joe, and now you're right, can Rosario Grillo, can he capitalize now that he has a little momentum in this matchup?
Grillo has to go on the killer.
You see Joe just fighting from his knees here, trying to give it everything he's got. And Grillo says bring it on. There's a shoulder and now a front face lock from Grillo. Grillo with a snap suplex on Young Mighty Joe.
Off
Look out. Ropes. Could it be the Paisan elbow right to the heart of Young Mighty Joe? Pin attempt.
2.
But just a 2 count. And Grillo starting to get a little frustrated here. Mockingly clapping, trying to get the crowd behind him. Of course, that's not going to happen.
Everybody loves the Savannah here, so he's definitely working against his, whoa! Foot up, boot to face.
Grillo charges in again, his forehead meets the top turnbuckle. Joe charges in, gets flipped up over the top, down to the floor. A nasty spill to the outside for Young Mighty Joe, and now Grillo gonna go right out after it.
Oh, stomping him down.
Grillo just laying the boots on the Young Mighty Joe. And now sends him back under the bottom rope. As Grillo getting into a verbal shouting match there with our official Clark. And now Young Mighty Joe face first off the top turnbuckle.
Firing him off. Oh, wait a minute.
Quick reversal. Joe charges in, gets caught. Uh-oh, look out. Oh! A neck breaker off the knee and a pin attempt here from Grillo. But another 2 count as Joe fires up that right shoulder.
His neck must be made out of bamboo because that would have snapped a normal person's neck.
I'm helping him. I'm helping him.
And now this bulldog choke here from Grillo. Just grounding Young Mighty Joe. Joe's got to be careful. Don't want to be mistaken for a tap out there with that left hand right in front of the official.
That hand is turning into a fist. He's not giving up.
Makes his way back to a vertical base. And now using Grillo's own hands to hit himself in the gut. Now,
yes,
that big
more skull
headbutt.
bludgeoning.
A collision in the center of the ring. Both men into the ropes.
Oh!
Huge cross body.
1, 2, no.
Grillo kicks out one more time.
Flying like he's stage diving at an 80s agnostic front show.
And now, this animalistic aggressiveness here from Young Mighty Joe with that picture-perfect drop kick. Now Joe going all the way back up, looking for the King Kong.
Wait a minute.
Joe was looking for the King Kong knee drop, but we're being interrupted here by Pat Roach.
Ever since the last time you ambushed me in this ring, I've been attempting to have a civilized conversation. Now, every time I try to communicate with you, you pull this act like you can't talk. Now listen to me. You drop this act right now.
I don't think that's an act.
I'm not one to give ultimatums, but I swear if you make me get in this ring, it'll be the last thing you ever want to do. Now you conversate with me right now.
Pat Roach looking to have a conversation with Young Mighty Joe, and
they will conversate.
This is your last opportunity.
I've never heard Joe speak, have you?
No, I've just heard. Is he asking for the mic?
Well, the match is still going on here.
You talk.
Oh, look out. Oh, wait a little friendly fire there as Rosario Grillo connected with Pat Roach. Oh, look out. Now back to that abdominal stretch from Young Mighty Joe, now just beating on the ribs.
Oh, that's
Grillo.
kill.
And Grillo's tapping out.
He taps.
Young Mighty Joe gets the victory here. Oh, look out.
Oh, no.
Pat Roach now with a cheap shot back in the ring, now just laying the boots to the spine of Young Mighty Joe.
The wrath of heaven.
And now Grillo and Pat Roach just teeing off on the young Savage. Somebody's got to do something here. It's a 2-on-1 attack.
Oh, tried to knock his jaw off his face.
Uh-oh. Pat Roach now just having his way with a huge impact move in the center of the ring there from Pat Roach.
I'm starting to believe that there is no conversation to be had.
Vafanopoli from Rosario Grillo. That stomp just planted young Mighty Joe. A sick display here from Roach and Grillo. And look how pleased they are with themselves, Maestro. This is sick.
You know what's frustrating? I say this all the time. Roach doesn't need this extra help. Why does he do this? Grillo, a very impressive debut here. Somewhat cut short by this false conversation that he pretended.
I'm trying to communicate with him.
Well, you know who does need the help right now? That's young Mighty Joe, and he's in a world of trouble right now with this 2-on-1 attack by Grillo and Roach.
We are watching animal cruelty.
Yeah, enough already.
Somebody played the Sarah McLachlan song so they stopped beating up this animal.
The Savannah. Finally.
Look at the face of Joe.
Wait a second, Joe. Joe's not done yet. Joe back up to his hands and knees, trying to make his way back to his feet, but so much has been taken out of the wild man from Savannah.
What can you say other than that was a shame?
And now Joe back up to his feet, trying to get his wits about him once again. But what a turn of events there in that matchup. As you mentioned, it looked like a great debut match, a great back and forth match there for Grillo against young Mighty Joe. And of course, rudely interrupted by Pat Roach. And I gotta say, Maestro, this issue between young Mighty Joe and Pat Roach, not over yet, not yet by a long shot.